So for today, we are going to continue our discussion all about number systems and digital logic circuits. So, and for today, we're going to talk about number system part 1, decimal and binary. So, let's get started. So, the decimal system, we know that in the decimal number system, each of the 10 digits from 0 to 9 represents a certain quantity. So, whenever we said 1, 2, 3, so these are specific quantities from 0 to 9. So, and it has a base of 10, meaning it has 10 digits from 0 to 9. Okay? So, here we have an example, number 23, of which this number 23 is basically weighted in its position. So, 3 being on the ones position, therefore it should be multiplied by 3 times 1, and that's 3. And this 2 being in the tens position, that is multiplied by the tens. Okay, and that is 20. So that if we add this 2, it ends up to 23. So decimal number system is the decimal or the number system that we are using, okay, normally as we try to count, as we try to buy items or sell items. We multiply, we subtract, we divide. So that's the decimal system. So why is it important that we need to recall this decimal system? Because in binary, okay, everything that a decimal number can represent can be converted into a series of ones and zeros, and that is the binary. Okay, so in binary numbers, on the other hand, this binary numbers has a radix or has a base of 2, wherein we only have 2 numbers for binary. We have 1 and zeros. So these 2 digits are basically what we are going to use in these binary numbers. So for example, it's like what I've said, we can always express decimal numbers into binary by the virtue of its position. Okay, so for 0 we have 0 0 0 0 as our binary numbers. For 1 we have 0 0 0 1. So that means 0 0 1, this is actually 1 times 2 raised to 0 because of its position in terms of its weighted position. So it's 0, and here is 0 times 2 raised to 1, and here is 0 times 2 raised to 2, and here is raised to squared, 0 times 2 raised to cube. And all of these are zeros. Okay, and if we analyze this, that would be 1 times any number raised to 0 would be 1, so that would be 1. For the combination of 2, we have 0 0 1 0. So equivalent of 2 decimal or the number 2 decimal in binary is 0 0 1 0. How does that happen? By just inspection, okay, we have 0 here times 2 raised to 0. So 0 times 1 is still 0. And by here we have 1 times 2 raised to 1 because its position is 1. So we started with 0 here, the first 0 1 2 3. So 1 times 2 raised to 1, that's 1 times 2 equals 2. And the rest are 0 times 2 raised to squared, which is still 0. And then we have 0 times 2 raised to cube, which is still 0. So that's why we have 2 here. And of course, another example, just in case you haven't get, the decimal in conversion to binary would be 0, 3, number 3 would be 0, 1, 1. Wherein this one is, again, 1 times 2 raised to 0. So that's 1 times 1, which is 1. And we have 1 times 2 raised to 1. That is 1 times 2. And that's 2. And then we have zeros here. So nothing to solve. 1 and 2 would be, you add it, will be 3. Okay, so that's how we actually convert that decimal number, this decimal number, into binary numbers. And vice versa. Okay, so that's how we convert it. So again, the weights in the binary numbers are based on the powers of 2. In decimal, it is based on the powers of 10. So that's why we have an example a while ago in the base of 10. So this must be 3 times 10 raised to 1, or 3 times 10 raised to 0. And this must be 2 times 10 raised to 1. So 3 times 10 raised to 0, any number raised to 0 would be 1. So 3 times 1, that is technically 3, and 2 times 10 raised to 1 is 2 times 10 simply, that is 20. 20 plus 3, that is 23. So that's how we try to get, okay, the weights in decimal and also the weights in binary. The only difference in binary is that your multiplier becomes the power of 2, or becomes number 2. Okay, an application of this would be this type of counter, wherein each set of the logic level represents a 4 binary bit number, high being 1 and low being 0. So as you can see here, as the balls fall down this box, if we just needed 9 boxes or 9 balls to fall into this, so this will be measured by the sensor, and this sensor will sense an electrical signal by being inputted that signal, digital signal, into the counter. So the counter reads, okay, if the message are all zeros, meaning the output will be 0 at the counter in the decoder. Okay, so the decoder decodes what will be the number, or how many numbers does the box has already have. So when that happens, when one ball falls, it will count. So it will become 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, which is equivalent to 1. Then we have 0, 0, 1, 0, which is equivalent to 2. Then 0, 0, 1, 1, equivalent to 3. 0, 1, 0, 0, equivalent to 4, and so on and so forth until it reaches the 9th. Wherein the 9th is equivalent to 1, 0, 0, 1. So just to check, again, to convert this, you have 1 times 2 raised to 0, which means 1 times 1, which is 1. And this is 0 times 2 raised to 1, which is technically 0. 0 times 2 raised to squared, which is technically 0. And this would be 1 times 2 cube, and 2 cube is 8. So you have 8 plus 1, you have the value of 9. Okay, so that is for the counter, that's for the application of a certain binary. So the binary system, a binary number is a weighted number, meaning what we are doing a while ago, we are doing the weighted way of converting the decimal into binary and vice versa, the binary to decimal. The rightmost bit is the least significant bit. So meaning in 4 bits, this will be the least LSB, or the least significant bit, and it is the rightmost. The weights increase from right to left. So from right to left, the weights increase. So that just like what I've said, if we have this, so we have from right, we have 2 raised to 0, to left 2 raised to 1, it increases. Okay? And just in case, if we still have a 0 here, this one becomes 2 raised to 4. If in case we still have 0 here, this one becomes 2 raised to 5. Whatever the value, okay, as we go on from right to left, okay, the weights, okay, increases. Okay, the leftmost bit is the MSB, the most significant bit. So for example, in a 4 bits, okay, this would be the LSB, and this would be the most significant digit, okay, or most significant bit, the MSB. So just like what we have here, we have a binary point here. We started from here. If we have decimal points, okay, 101.1, the weighted, okay, from the decimal would be 2 raised to negative 1. So you can think of it, okay, as the very least significant bit here is 2 raised to 0, But when you move to the decimal point, you'll be having 2 raised to negative 1. Okay? So this is the binary number system. So we have positive powers of 2 whole numbers, and we have negative powers of 2 for the fractional number. So just in case, if you're wondering what will be the value of this, 2 raised to negative 1, by laws of exponent, we can get the reciprocal of this, but we are going to negate its exponent. So we have 2 raised to negative of negative 1, and that becomes 1 of the negative of negative, that becomes positive. That's why it's 0.5. Okay, and so on and so forth for the rest of the negative powers of 2. But we have also positive powers of 2. So this negative is after, okay, the decimal number, okay, or the decimal point. So how do we convert, okay, the binary to decimal? Actually, I've already shown you a while ago, but we will be converting it again. So we are going to convert the whole number, or the binary whole number, to decimal. So let's say this will be, we will be converting this. This would be 1 times 10 times 2 raised to 0, which is 1 times 1, which is 1. So we can skip the zeros, okay, because we know that 2 raised to 1 still 0 because of the 0 multiplier. And we have here 1 times 2 raised to 2. So we have 1 times 4, which is 4. We have 1 times 2 raised to cube. Okay, we have 1 times 8, which is 8. We have 0. 0 times 2 raised to 4, which is 0. Again, this would be 0 times, or 1, sorry, times 2 raised to 5. So 2 raised to 4 is 16. 2 raised to 5 is 32. 32 times 1 is still 32. And then lastly, we have 1 times 2 raised to 6. Okay, which is 64. So you got to add all of the values other than 0. So all of the values. So you have 64 plus 1. We have 65 plus 4. We have 69 plus 8. We have 69 plus 8, 77. Okay, 69 plus 8. So we also have 32. So we add that 64 plus 1, 4, 8, 32. So if we add a 10, 14, 18, 19, we have 7, okay, plus 3, we have 109, okay. So that's our answer here, 109. So our answer to converting 1101101 is, that is 109 in terms of decimal, right? So in another example, we are going to convert the fractional binary number 0.1011. So the formula is still the same, but this is the point. So it is on the right side of the point. So that becomes 1 times 2 raised to negative 1. And this would be 0 times 2 raised to negative 2, which is still 0. And for this, we have 1 times 2 raised to negative 3. And for this, we have 1 times 2 raised to negative 4. Okay? So if we add this all, okay, here, we have 2 raised to negative 1, that is 0.5. 2 raised to negative 2, it's 0. Okay? 2 raised to negative 3, it's 0 because we have 0.1011. So it's 0 since we are going to multiply it with 0. So we can just leave it. Okay? And this has value 1, 1. This has weighted value. And that the value of 2 raised to negative 3, 2 raised to negative 4 are this: 0.125 and 0.0625. So if we are going to add that, that would be in decimal 0.6875. So that's how we are going to convert a binary to decimal. So how about decimal to binary conversion? Okay, so we are going to use the sum of weights. To get a binary from a given decimal, find the binary weights. And the binary weights, okay, we know it, 2 raised to 0 is 1, 2 raised to 1 is 2. 2 raised squared is 4. 2 raised to cube is 8. 2 raised to 4 is 16. 2 raised to 5 is 32. 2 raised to 6 is 64. 2 raised to 7 is 128. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we get that by meaning of, let's say 2 raised to 4 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 4 times we are going to times the 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Times 2 is 32. Times 2 is 64 if 2 raised to 6, and etc. etc. Okay? So, and if we get, for example, okay, a decimal number that is 10, we are going to dissect this 10, okay, into the nearest sum of weighted. So we have 8 plus, we have 2 here. Okay, so meaning if we have 8, okay, the positioning of that would be 2 raised to 3, and then you have, and 2, you have 2 raised to 1. So how do you write that in a binary? So you have 0, this is your 0, 2 raised to 0, and you have the 1, this is 2 raised to 1, and you have the 2, and then you have the 3. So this is 2, 0, 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, which is 2, 2 raised to 3, okay, which is 8. Or I mean, that should be, sorry, that should be 1, 1, 0, because this would be 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, and then 2 raised to 2. Oh, correct. That should be 1, 0, 1, 0. Sorry. So 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2 for the 0, and then 2 raised to 3 here. Okay? So that would be, we're going to get only the 2 raised to 1 and 2 raised to 2, which is 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay? So, to convert the following binary, decimals to binary, okay, we have 12, okay, and we know that the highest, or the thing that we can dissect on the, based on the raise of 2, let's say 2 raised to 0, I'm just going to write 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4, 16, 2 raised to 5, 32, 2 raised to 6, 64, 2 raised to 7, we have 128, 2 raised to 8, we have 264, 128, 156, then 2 raised to 9. Okay, so for 12, we are going to choose 8 plus 4. So meaning this 8 would be 2 raised to cube, then plus 2 squared. If we position that, we have 0 for 2 raised to 0. We have 0 for 2 raised to 1. Okay. We have 1 for 2 squared. Okay. And then we have 1 for 2 cubed. So this is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to squared, and 2 raised to cube. So that 2 cubed is 8 plus 4, it is 12. So 1, 1, 0, 0. For 25, converting it into binary, okay, look at the table of powers of 2's here. Okay, of course you can continue solving that. Okay, so you have the nearest to 25 that is less than is 16. So you have 2 raised to 4. So you have 16. 25, 16. Okay, 2 raised to 4, that's 16. So you still have remaining of 9. Where will you get the 9? You'll get the 9 to 8. So you have 2 cubed, and then the other one is 1, or 2 raised to 0. So in other words, 2 raised to 0, I have 1. 2 raised to 1, I have 0. 2 raised to 2, I have 0. 2 raised to 3, I have 1. 2 raised to 4 would be 1. So that if I'm going to convert this again, 2 raised to 0 is 1. 0, 1, 2, 3. So 2 raised to 3 is 8. And 2 raised to 4 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. Plus 1, it's 25. Okay? So that's how you're going to convert. the decimal to binary conversion. And you can continue on by doing this. Okay? The letter C and D. And I have a answer here, actually, in my PowerPoint. Okay? So you can have a screenshot of that. So, of course, that is the weighted method. We can have another method of converting the decimal into binary by using the repeated division by 2. So, for example, you are going to convert 12 into decimal or into binary. What are you going to do is to divide this 12 by 2 consistently and get the remainder. So, 12 divided by 2 is 6. 0 remainder. Okay? 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay? With 0 remainder again. Take note of the remainder. The remainder becomes, okay? The remainder becomes, if there is a remainder, okay, that becomes either 0 or 1. So, the 3 is divided by 2. 3 divided by 2 is 1. Remainder 1. Okay, and 1 divided by 2 will be 1/2. Okay, so that will be, we'll be having a remainder again of 1. Okay, so stop when the whole number quotient is 0. So when you can no longer divide, you should stop. And that, the most significant digit is, or the least significant to the most significant, is written from up to down. So that would be 0, 0, 1, 1. Or you can rewrite it as from the MSB to the lower or LSB as 1, 1, 0, 0. So that's how you're going to get the conversion from decimal to binary, by just using the remainder by repeatedly dividing it by 2. And the remainder becomes what? Becomes the value of either 1 or 0. So, when it is no longer able to be divided, okay, so you stop when the whole number quotient is 0. So, convert the following decimals to binary. Of course, if we do that for number 19 or 19, 19 divided by 2, we all know, okay, is what? Is 9. Okay? So, and you have a remainder of 1, of course. Okay? So, that will be having a remainder of 1. Because 9 times 2 is 18, plus 1, that's 19. And 9 divided by 2 is 4. Remainder 1. Because 4 times 2 is 8, so you'll be having a remainder again. And 4 divided by 2 is simply 2 without a remainder. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. With no remainder. And 1 divided by 2, of course, you'll be having 0 with the remainder 1. So, your answer would be 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, from the least significant bit to the most significant bit. The same goes with the 45. Okay, so with the number 45. So, if we are going to convert decimal, okay, decimal fractions to binary, okay, we are going to repeatedly multiply it by 2. Okay? So, for example, if we are going to convert the decimal 0.3125, 0.3125 into binary, okay? Of course, if that is a decimal, we are expecting we have a decimal also. So, if we are going to multiply it or convert it into binary, we simply multiply it by 2 repeatedly until such time we get, okay, a 0 decimal place. Okay, so, for example, 0.3125 times 2, that's 0.625. So, there is no carry, so that's 0. Okay? 0.625 times 2 is 1.25. So, you have a 1, your carry now becomes 1. So, you care about the carry. If there's no carry, that's 0. If there's a carry, you write the carry. And then you're going to get, again, the decimal part only. Okay? of 1.25. And then you're going to multiply the 0.25 by 2. And then you have 0.5 carry 0. So you have 0 here. And again, 0.5 times 2 would be 1.0. Okay, so carry is 1. And you have now, after the decimal place, you have a complete whole number. Okay, so you don't need to multiply it by 2. You can stop. And writing this, okay, will be from here down. Okay, from the very first carry to the last carry. Of course, it should be preceded by the decimal because you are converting a decimal. So first it's a decimal, and then you have 0, this 0 here, and this 1 here, and then 0, this 0 here, and 1 finally. So 0.3125 is equivalent to the binary of 0101. Okay, so repeated multiplication of 2. Okay, so also we can do binary arithmetic, okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of binary. And the 4 basic rules in binary addition are this. 0 plus 0 is 0. Well, that's common sense. Okay, and 0 plus 1 is 1 with a carry of 0. No carry. 1 plus 0 is still 1. But 1 plus 1 here, it's not equals to 10. Okay? So don't teach this to your 5-year-old daughter or 5-year-old kids that 1 plus 1 equals 10. No. In binary addition, 1 plus 1 is 1, okay, carry, okay, or 0. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. Okay? So this is pretty much the same when we try to have 9 plus 1 in the decimal. So since 9 is the highest, and then you're going to add 1, that would be 0, carry 1. So that's why it's 10. Okay? It's the same. Since the binary has a highest digit of 1, and if you're going to add another 1 here, it should become 0, carry 1. Alright? So that's the essence. Okay? So, where there is a carry of 1, you have a situation in which 3 bits are being added. So if you have 1 plus 0 plus 0, that's 0, 1. We have 1 plus 1 plus 0, that's 0, carry 1. We have 1 plus 0 plus 1, that's still 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, okay, that is 1, carry 1. So it makes sense because if you have 1 plus 1 for the binary, we have 0, carry 1, so you have 1. And then you add 1, we have 1, 1. Okay, so it makes sense that if you add 3 1s, it will produce to 1, 1. Alright. So let us try. For letter A, we have 1, 1 plus 1, 1. So pretty much the same. So 1 plus 1 would be 0, carry 1. Alright. So that is 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. Okay? So we have 1 here because of 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. And 0 plus 1 would still be 1. And you have a carry which is 1. So that is 1, 1, 0. Okay? For letter B, we have 100 or 100 plus 10. Very simple. 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus, bring down 1. So still 1, 1, 0. And for letter C, we have 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1. So this would be 0. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. And of course, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, carry 1. And 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. Okay? Then you'll be having 1 here. Okay? 1, 0, 1, 0. For letter D, we have 1, 1, 0 plus 100 or 1, 0, 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. So you have all the answers here. Okay? And if you're going to convert, another way of doing this, counter-checking this, is converting this into decimal. And then you add it. And then convert it back to binary. it's still the same. Okay? So the 4 basic rules, again, in subtraction, let's now have subtraction, is that we have 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 1, or 1, 0 minus 1 is 1, 0, okay, here, 0 minus 1 with a borrow of 1. Okay? 0 minus 1 with a borrow of 1. Okay, so just like if we cannot, we have 2 minus 9. If you have 12 minus 9, right? So we will borrow 1 from here. So this becomes 0 and this becomes 12. So 12 minus 9 becomes 3. Alright, so that's the idea also in the binary subtraction. Okay? So that's why we have 0 minus 1 with a borrow of 1. Okay, so that's why we have 0 minus 1. So you have to borrow 1 here. So this becomes 0. 0, okay, cannot be. So you have 0 minus 1. Okay? So let's try. I'll try here for letter A. 1, 1 minus 0, 1. Okay? So 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay? And then, of course, we have 1 minus 0 is 1 for letter A. For letter B, we have 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So you only have 0, 1. Okay? So that's for the subtraction. In the previous or in the next coming videos, we'll be dealing with more arithmetic with this. How about the binary arithmetic multiplication? So in multiplying, it's still the same. Okay? 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. And 1 times 1 is 1. This is very basic. So because it is the same in the decimal. Okay? The only difference here is that we are dealing with binary. So for example, we multiplied 1, 1. 1, 1 times 1, 1. Okay? So the basic rule still applies. I'm going to multiply it here and here also. And after that, this one to this one and this one to this one. Okay, so let me do it again. So for letter A, we have 1, 1 times 1, 1. So I have 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And again, for the second value, 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And I will add the same as what we are doing when we are multiplying decimal. So bring down 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. So that will be the answer for letter A. For letter B, we have 1, 0, 1 times 1, 1, 1. So we have 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. And I have here 1, 0, 1. So I have 1, 0, 1 here. Okay. And 1, 0, 1 here. Okay. And I have 1, 0, 1 here. So I'm going to add. This would be 1. This would be 1. This would be 0. 1 plus 1 is 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 0. Carry 1. So my answer would be 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay. So we just multiplied. Okay. The same way we are multiplying decimals. And then we add. Oh, how about division? It's still the same. Okay, the division in binary follows the same procedure when we are dividing in decimals. So perform the following binary divisions. Okay, so we have 1, 1, 0 divided by 1, 1. So we have this. So first, divide by this. So we have 1. So we have minus 1, 1. So this becomes, okay, 1 times 1, 1 is 1, 1. So you have to minus 0, 0, bring down 0. So you know that this is already 0, so you put 0 here. Okay. So again, for number 2 or letter B, we are going to divide 1, 1, 0 by 1, 0. Okay. 1, 1, 0. So 1 first. 1 times 1, 0 is 1, 0. So you have 0 and then you have 1. bring down another 1, so you have 1, and then 10, or 1, 0 minus 1, 0 would be 0, 0. So that should be 1, 1. It's the same. Okay? So the next video, we'll be dealing with more complicated problems with binary. I just discussed the fundamentals of binaries, how to convert some decimals into binary, and vice versa, and a different arithmetic involving binary. Questions? So again, if you don't have any questions, clarifications, if you have questions, kindly comment down on the comment section below. And thank you so much for listening. Again, this is Engineer Abat. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share with your friends. Thank you so much, and see you again on the next video.